this time of the year is one of my favorite times. Obviously, we're past Christmas, but this is the time where you see all the mock trades. And when you see those trades, most of the time you probably think the same thing I do. What is this? You know what I mean? Like, this have no chance of happening. This won't work. The money don't even match here. You know what I mean? And I got tired of doing that. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of like watching these videos and be like, I just wasted my time because the money don't even match. You know what I mean? Like, this trade can't happen. So anyways, I came up with my own this year. Now I've came up with 3 blockbuster trades that would change the whole NBA. You know what I'm saying? And most of these trades deal with players that are already been rumored to be traded. So anyways, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get straight to it. Oh, by the way, I'm a Pacer fan. You guys probably can see that. Yeah, we rock with them strong. Anyways, because I'm a Pacer fan, the first team that I'm going to trade with is the Pacers. Let's see what the Pacers can get. All right, we're going to trade Bruce Brown and Jordan Nwora, which you probably thinking what everybody else be thinking. Who is Jordan Nwora? He's a great player, yo. Okay, I guess ain't great player, but he's a good player. He's a scorer, you know what I'm saying? Let me go to him here so you guys can get familiar. 6'9", small forward, power forward hybrid. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see this man's grades, he's a pretty good three-point shooter. So that's really the gist of his game. He's a three-point shooter, but he's also a scorer. You know what I'm saying? He's actually like really good, but we don't really have like room for him right now. We got a lot of young players, and sadly, he just don't get the playing time that he deserves. And I want him to get a playing time. He's a champion, as you guys can see. He was on that Bucks team that won that championship, and we got him 2 years ago, and things been pretty good so far. But anyways, Jordan Nwora, guys, and Bruce Brown. We got the team everyone wants to know what they're gonna do. Golden State Warriors. We're gonna trade Jonathan Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins. 2 guys that, you know, everyone wants to see traded. Anyways, right now, boom, this trade would work, but that's not what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? No offense, but these 2 came to our team. I feel like it'll be a similar situation where they're fighting for minutes, and one of them won't be happy. One probably won't play as well as they could if they were by themselves. So we're going to make this a 3-man team trade. A 3-man team trade. Yep, that sounds right. Anyways, we got Lauri Markkanen going to the Pacers instead of Andrew Wiggins. And then to make the money work and to also have everyone fully satisfied with this trade, we're going to give Golden State Kelly Olynyk. Very good player, guys. Well, he's a good player, you know what I'm saying? But the main thing is he's a shooter. They need shooters. Like, if you watch the Warriors, you see that, you know, this year's been different because, you know, the shooting hasn't been on as much. And he would fit perfectly beside Draymond Green. So, yeah, we're going to send him to the Warriors. This trade right here can work when it comes to player-wise. I know draft picks are going to need to be included because, you know, they're not going to give up Lauri Markkanen just for Andrew Wiggins. Like, I know this. Anyways, you can do this trade and add some picks, or you can do what I'm thinking and throw in Moses Moody in there too. Give them another young guy, Moses Moody. He can get developed on that team because they already have a lot of young guys on the Jazz. So, yeah, anyways, like I said, first-round picks are going to every team involved except the Pacers, unfortunately. But I'm okay with it. Anyways, let's see. We're going to give this pick. The origin is the Thunder, but it's the worst between the Clippers and the Thunder. That pick is going to go to the Warriors so they can try to draft another young guy and, you know, try to redo this, man. Like, they've had draft picks and they usually don't develop them well just because of this dynasty, but this trade would help this dynasty continue. This pick is going to go to the Jazz, and we're also going to give them this 2026 pick right here going to the Jazz. So that's 2 first rounds going to the Jazz, plus Andrew Wiggins and Moses Moody for Lauri Markkanen and Kelly Olynyk. That's a pretty good trade. Yeah, probably wondering, I know the first rounds are good, but why would they want Wiggins? The reason why Lauri was even in trade discussion is because of his contract. And not because he get paid a lot. It's because his contract is short. He has this year and next year. And after that, he's going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? He's proven himself already. And he's going to get paid on the Jazz or another team. And the Jazz probably wouldn't mind paying him, but at the same time, still a Utah Jazz. He could walk. And if they have to trade him next year, his value is not going to be as high because he's going to be on a 1-year salary. So anyways, you go trade, 2 years of Lauri Markkanen for 4 years of Andrew Wiggins. And you look at this contract, obviously it's more than, Lauri Markkanen, but that's a pretty good contract in today's NBA. Like I'm seeing a lot more stars getting paid, $40 to $50 to even $60 million a year right now. So, this is a really good, contract. He's locked in for 4 years. If you want to keep him for a year or two and trade him later on, you can maybe get some more draft picks. But they've been just pretty much stockpiling on draft picks. And plus, this Jazz team is a young team, obviously. And, Andrew Wiggins will fit perfectly with these guys. You got Walker Kessler at the center position, Colin Sexton. John Collins been playing center, but this will move him to that power forward position, and Andrew Wiggins can go and move into that small forward position. You know what I mean? So you got guards plus Andrew Wiggins, which brings championship experience to this young team, and plus draft picks. And like I said, Moses Moody add to the guards too. And I feel like, yeah, they're not going to win nothing this year, but they're not expecting to win anything, so it's okay. You know what I mean? On to the Warriors. The Warriors get Bruce Brown, which obviously you know Bruce Brown from the Denver Nuggets when they won the championship last year. Anyways, he's on the Pacers now. Championship winner, hustle man. He can score, he can play defense, and he just got a high motor in general. So this will help the Warriors out tremendously. You know what I'm saying? With Wiggins gone and Jonathan Kuminga gone, that's the spot wide open at that small forward position for Bruce Brown to do his thing. Jordan Nwora, like I said, a young scorer on a cheap deal right now, $3 million. And if he plays well there, I'm sure he would resign. Because like I said, he's not even playing for us. But he has the talent to play for us. Don't get that twisted. He has the talent, but we just have too many young guys. And unfortunately, he's just not the guy that Rick Carlisle's playing right now. And then, like I said, you got Kelly Olynyk. You know what I'm saying? Kelly Olynyk is a big man, a 7-footer. I believe, 6'11", close enough. You know what I mean? He plays that center position. Like I said, he would be perfect beside Draymond Green. And, this would rejuvenate the Warriors. Like, everyone wants, the Warriors to get Pascal Siakam, but the thing they fail to realize is the Warriors are the most expensive team in the league right now. And they still only have Klay Thompson for 1 year. And I'm sure Klay wants to be on this team. And the Warriors want Klay to be on this team. So if you get cheaper contracts to come onto this Warriors squad, maybe you can keep this dynasty together for a couple more years. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Chris Paul's eating up a lot of this money, but hey, you made your bed, you got to lay in it. You know what I'm saying? But now it's time to fix the problems, you know what I'm saying, that you have. So you get rid of a disgruntled young guy, and Andrew Wiggins just been a shell of himself, you know what I'm saying? And add these, 3 helpers to this Warriors team, and that might rejuvenate them, and plus they get a first-round pick too, so they can, try again in the draft next year. And then, obviously, the Pacers, you feel me? We get Lauri Markkanen at that power forward position, and we got Jonathan Kuminga could be at that center position. And I don't even have to explain how good this would be. Like, Lauri Markkanen is one of the best off-ball scorers in the league right now. And you playing with Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best passers in the league, it's like a match made in heaven. You know what I'm saying? It sounds so good. And it is good. You know what I'm saying? This would turn us into a contender overnight. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we're going to win the championship, but this definitely put us in a contender conversation. But yeah, anyways, that's the first trade. Comment. Let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? If you think this can work, share this. Share this video. I want this to go out because at the end of the day, yeah, like, it's cool to get credit. But at the same time, I want this trade to happen. Like I said, I'm a Pacer fan, man. And yeah, we lose 3 first rounds because of this trade. But at the same time, this is well worth it, man. We're trying to get out of mediocre town. You know what I'm saying? We've been in there for years, and it's time to really go for something big this time. You know what I mean? And I believe Jonathan Kuminga can be something special, and Lauri Markkanen's already proven himself to be something special. That's all 3 teams win. I know I'm talking about the Pacers right now, but all 3 teams win. I've explained that, and I've showed you guys why this will work. This is a perfect trade. Only thing has to happen is someone in management on either of these teams to see this or to get this idea or whatever to have this done, because it's money. Perfect trade. All right, guys. All right, so we got that trade out the way. And now we're going to go trade number 2. Trade number 2, we're going to go Brooklyn Nets. Now, right now, Brooklyn is legit the most middle-of-the-pack team you can get. You know what I'm saying? They just got Markelle Bridges this past offseason. No, I believe it was during the season. Yeah, it was during the season. Yeah, so they got Markelle Bridges, and he's good. Trust me, he's good, but he's not gonna get you over the hump. I'm sorry. He's a great number 2 guy. So what do when you got a great number 2 guy? You go out and get a number 1. And who's that gonna be? Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell to the Nets, guys. Donovan Mitchell to the Nets. And for Donovan Mitchell, you're gonna trade Cameron Johnson, which is a young shooter, well, youngish, 27's youngish. You know what I mean? He has 3-pointer off the charts. Well, I ain't gonna say off the charts, it's an A. But he's a shooter, you know what I'm saying? He plays decent defense. He's not a great defender, but he plays decent defense. You know what I mean? And he's on contract for 4 years. You know what I mean? So you got this guy locked in a contract. And his contract's going down as he ages. You know what I'm saying? You add him to this mix, and you're also going to give them Cameron Thomas. And if you guys are not familiar with Cameron Thomas, he's a baller, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Just straight bucket getter. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, he's 6'3", a little undersized for the shooting guard position. But guess who else is 6'3" and undersized for the shooting guard position? Donovan Mitchell. So you're replacing Donovan Mitchell, the 27-year-old Donovan Mitchell, with a 22-year-old that pretty much does the same thing, plus adding Cameron Johnson, which when I say does the same thing, obviously Donovan Mitchell does a little bit more than that. He's an all-star. He's a number 1 option. You know what I mean? But to be honest, like I said, with this contract, it's an expensive contract, yeah, but the problem is that it's only 2 years. He has a player option for the 3rd year, but if things are not going well in, Cleveland, I can see him walking away. And last thing you want to do is try to trade him next year or let him walk for nothing. You know what I mean? Next year his value is going to be a little lower because it's only 1 year on a contract. So if he get rid of this guy now, you can get more for him. And yes, this trade straight up will work, but I believe to really make it work, you're going to need to throw in at least 1 draft pick, at least. Maybe even 2. You know what I mean? So we're going to throw in the Rockets, the worst of the Rockets and the Nets, 2025 pick. And then we're even going to throw in 1 more pick just to sweeten the deal a little bit more. We're going to throw in, I'm going to say the 70s. It don't matter. But one of these picks, I'm just going to say 76ers. go on that 76ers 2027 pick, and boom, you got a trade. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it should be obvious. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm excited about it, but come on, y'all. This definitely can happen. And I heard he's from New York, too, so yeah. So you get your number 1 guy paired up with Mikal Bridges, number 2 guy, and, y'all can make something happen special. And then they weak position, to be honest, is the small forward position. So you put Cameron Johnson in that small forward position. They got Max Strus playing small forward, 6'5", small forward. Usually playing shooting guard, but they don't have no small forward, so they have to play him small forward. You know what I mean? So you get a legit small forward to fill that spot. Great trade. Great trade. So anyways, that's trade number 2. Let me know what you guys think. And the last trade I got for you guys is with the Raptors. And who is getting traded off the Raptors, you might ask? Oh, you don't need to ask because you know who it is. That's Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam's been rumored for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I believe that they can keep him on this team and they'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? But he don't match the timeline. He only has a 1 year on his deal. You know what I mean? So technically, you shouldn't be able to get a lot for him just because it's only 1 year on his deal. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? He's still an all-star. You know what I mean? He's an all-star caliber player. So, you know what I mean? He's going to help a team. And what team you might think that should get this player, this all-star player? Well, it's going to be the future of the NBA. OKC. Now, this team is already stacked to the max. But the thing they lack the most is veteran leadership. There's never been a young team win an NBA championship. I don't know of any young team like where the whole core is just young. You see this? Their first 8 players are just 25 is the max. Shea is the oldest guy in this group, 25 years old, bro. You got a 21-year-old, 22, 21, 24, 24, 20. Bro, this is a young squad. They're good, but still lack of veteranship. Anyways, you're going to trade Lou Dort, 24-year-old defender, also a 3-and-D guy, shooter. Pretty much replaces OG Anunoby. Replaces him because, he's on the Knicks now. So, OG Anunoby replacement. And then you're also going to throw in Davis Bertans. You know what I'm saying? Big man, shooting big man. Something they could use. You know what I'm saying? Trade is a valid trade. That's a valid trade right there, y'all. Money matches up enough to get the job done. You feel me? But because Pascal is an all-star caliber player, we're going to throw in a couple first rounds. And OKC has the most first rounds in the NBA right now. So they're not tripping about giving up first rounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, they can make this trade happen with 1 first round, and I believe that the Raptors would accept it. You know what I mean? They would accept it. I'm pretty sure. Because they're not getting 2 first rounds from any other team. I'm telling you that right now. I've been hearing talks about the Pacers trying to go after Pascal. For one, I don't, if we can't get Laurie, then I'll be cool with Pascal because he's a great player, you know what I'm saying? But his contract's up next year. There's no telling if he's going to stay or not. You know what I mean? And since all these guys are on rookie contracts, you can actually pay Pascal the max that he wants. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the only teams that can actually do it. You know what I mean? So why not? Anyways, like I said, I'm just going to throw in 2 first rounds just to, make things a little great. Actually, we're going to throw in this one. This top 10 protected first round. That's a good trade to me. You know what I mean? Let me know who wins this trade, in your opinion. You get Pascal Siakam, bro. A lot of people fail to realize this man has championship experience, too. He was on that team with Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? He's a champion. You throw in a champion veteran to this young core, which they're talking about Shea possibly being MVP this year. You throw him on this roster, bro, they could win a championship this year. Like, come on, bruh. Like, they got Jalen Williams playing power forward right now, 6'5", which he's been playing that position pretty well. I ain't gonna act like he haven't. You know what I'm saying? He has the defense, and he has the scoring ability, and he's strong. He's a stocky. You know what I mean? He's stocky, bro. But if you throw in Pascal to play alongside Chet Holmgren, oh, you do not want to face this squad, bro. You throw in Jalen Williams could go to that small forward position, bro. Like, bro, this will be my favorites. I ain't gonna lie. If this trade happens, I'm going on DraftKings and making a bet. They got the championship, man. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But I would love to hear you guys' opinion. So comment, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe. Let me know what you guys think.